Alright guys, my name is Steven. I make automotive YouTube videos almost every single day, usually on turbos or my Mazda Speed 6 or going fast. So if you like any of those things, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to this video. Alright guys, this is what a blow-off valve looks like. I'll show you where it goes in the engine bay, but this is basically what it looks like. There's a bunch of different ones. It's of course the black valve on top, but the silver piping is part of the intercooler piping. But right now I'm not running a blow-off valve. Alright, if you guys are wondering how this blow-off valve works, basically air is sent through that via the turbo, and then when the throttle body is shut, air will be released out there, and it'll be released from a vacuum line connected to that one. So normally there's a vacuum line that's connected, and basically the car will do all the work for you. It'll just basically open up the blow-off valve when the throttle is shut, and then it will release all the pressure. I'm going to show you guys what it sounds like with no blow-off valve. Alright guys, what happens is if you don't run a blow-off valve is that the air doesn't have anywhere to escape from your intercooler piping. Let me explain. So the turbo sends air, it pressurizes the intercooler piping, which is that pipe right there in the middle of the screen. It sends air through the piping into the intercooler, which is that right there. It looks kind of like a radiator, but it's actually an intercooler, which is for cooling the turbo air. It then sends it back into this piping right there, back into the engine via the intake manifold, which is this. It's all one piece. That's the intake manifold. What happens is the throttle, which is what your foot like presses on the gas, that's what determines, you know, when you start going. The throttle body will shut and close the air when you're not on the gas, when you're not trying to go fast basically. So all the air will get trapped inside this pipe and this pipe, like it'll fill up the whole system with pressurized air with nowhere to go. So it goes back through the turbo and it slows the turbo down. So what happens is it'll slow the turbo down a little bit, and it'll also make a really high chirping noise, I guess you could say, and that's kind of the famous sototototo noise. So basically running no blow-off valve will pressurize your system and send the air back through the turbo. Alright you guys, if you're wondering if it's bad to run no blow-off valve, you should probably take this advice with a grain of salt, but it's probably okay to run no blow-off valve for a certain amount of time, but overall it'll probably wear out your turbo pretty fast, and it's definitely probably going to do some damage. So if you want that sound, I say just upgrade your blow-off valve to that GFB one, that black one that I showed you guys. That's a really good blow-off valve, and it'll keep your engine safe, it'll make good noises, and it'll also be just as fast. So if you guys like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.